Hello and welcome back to the channel, and the final announcement that we got out of the many announcements we got today was this Iron Man illusion from the Mysterio illusion scene in Far From Home. And off the bat, I'm just going to say this looks absolutely fantastic to me. Definitely one that I would try and get day one, to be honest. It looks just fantastic, just with all these wires and panels hanging off the skull inside. Looks just nasty, and you can get such vicious poses out of it like this. Like, just this scene was fantastic from the film, probably my favourite scene from the film, to be honest. And the fact that you've got these light up features built in with this, I mean, just look at the skull. It looks horrendous, and that's that's exactly what you want. And this base, where it's turning into that digitalized, where it's an illusion, that's fantastic. Where you've got this drone projecting it as well. This looks as if it's going to light up, and I really hope that they do it so that you can plug an adapter into this, because having this lit up green on the figure will look absolutely just fantastic. As I said, you've got all these panels hanging off what looks to be the Mark 46 armour. So if you didn't pick up the 46, here's your chance. But if you seriously, this is definitely one to pick up. I think even if you have the 46, this is just leagues different to that figure. There's no way you could even mistake this for that figure. Yeah, just all of these poses look amazing. This was one that I didn't think anyone saw coming. There was that statue that got recently announced, I think by Iron Studios, and I was looking at that like, I might have to pick that up, because I never thought that we'd ever get this figure. So the fact that we're getting this is just glorious, really. As I say, just not something I think anyone really predicted. Again, this kind of pose, if you're picking up Mysterio, I think you should pick up this figure. And if you're picking up this figure, I think you need to pick up Mysterio. And this is making me really want to pick up that Mysterio figure now, especially with the there's a shot in these pictures with Spider-Man, and if you have that, if you have the tech suit, that will look really great alongside this, or even the new homemade suit. I think I might pick up the homemade suit just so that I can display it with this figure, because a little set with the Mysterio, this, and that's any of the Spider-Men, will just look amazing. The articulation looks to be pretty good as well. They look like all the regular joints, just with all these panels placed over the top, so I don't see why any articulation would be hindered. And that's nasty. I love that so much. I love the whole figure, to be honest with you. I don't see any major problems with it. It looks dinged, and the details look good. In some places they look a tiny bit soft, so this arm, for example, I think that could do with sharpening up. And final products always look different anyway. The suit probably won't look as dirty as this, it will look a little tiny bit cleaner, but overall it will still look really good. And this base, I don't normally like massive bases like these, but this is an essential accessory, and I'd honestly be disappointed if it didn't come with this. So yeah, this is everything he comes with. I love just watching the GIFs on, or just seeing what people put in Facebook. It just cracks me up sometimes. He's coming with a nice variety of accessories, being the base and a couple of hands. I mean, what else could you want from him? There's nothing extra that I can think of from the film that he should come with. Maybe yeah, there's really nothing, to be honest with you. I was going to say some extra diorama pieces for the base, but this base is already perfect in my opinion. Here's that Spider-Man shot. I think that looks, just having a Spider-Man in this pose alone with him looks great. So yeah, as I said, I think you should pick up this figure. This is not a figure that will ever get remade, and this is one that is I'm not sure if how many people are going to sleep on it. If you sleep on it, I think you'll regret it, as it's one that is, it's not iconic, but it's an iconic suit, and it's so different from any of the other Iron Men we've ever gone that I don't see a reason not to pick it up, especially if you have a collection of Iron Men like I do. It will look great just in and amongst the others. It's kind of like um, that sort of remnant of him, just almost as if he's a zombie inside the suit. This pose is, I love that pose. I think that if you have a pose like this, it will look fantastic, especially seeing as you get the flight stand. The other thing I just wanted to note was this doesn't appear to be a die-cast figure, for obvious reasons, so hopefully the price will reflect that. Normally the die-cast figures are quite a bit more expensive, but I'm hoping that this is a little bit cheaper. Obviously the whole panel design and these panels falling off, and they're having to re-engineer the entire Mark 46 for this, so I'm expecting it to still be within the realm of a regular Iron Man figure, but hopefully just a fraction cheaper than it normally would be. So, as I said, I think you should pick this up. I don't see a reason almost not to, especially if you're going down the Far From Home line. I think this would be a fantastic addition, and even if you're not going down the Far From Home line, as I say, this is just a great figure on its own. Definitely would be a centerpiece to a collection, I think. It just looks so different, and it just draws the eye immediately, especially you have these lights on, and even if you just have the base lit up, this just looks fantastic. So I'd love to know what you think in the comments below, whether you're picking the figure up, and if you're not, what's turned you off of it. So thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.